All right. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. I have to talk to the mic like that so I can
Welcome.
sound
Check
like
mic.
you. If
Welcome.
not,
Check mic. Hi.
you sound so good. I think it's your room, probably. Or it's the fact that your phone, the audio on your phone, like your thing, your speaker is good,
Probably. I don't
your
know.
mic or whatever.
It's been dropped so many
Anyways,
times.
that's why it's good.
hmm Drop it a couple of times, yours.
I was like, come over here, Oliver, drop this, play with this.
Chew on it a little.
Look at my blouse. It's cute.
I love it.
I was wearing a black blouse, like a black, like long, big shirt that I got,
Yeah.
and I look like a cholita.
Sorry. And, all right. We're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Now
Yay.
you should test the ghost that lives there. See if it's over the limit or
You
not.
get over here. You can't drink around this area. Go on this.
Uh,
Imagine it's all fucking comes out positive and shit.
oh shit, dude! And it's like, oh fuck that!
Oh
I haven't
boy.
had a drink since I died.
You just see that higher.
Supersize your vibe. Wake up, check your phone. Wake up, check your phone. Smoke till you feel numb. Check your phone. Check your phone. Check, bomb. Dial the tone.
All right, so welcome everyone to Effing Adulting with Crystal and Lorena. Hello. Hi, Crystal. How are you
Hi.
doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing good. I'm drinking coffee, trying to get a little hyper because I've had a very long day trying to freaking get the sound right on this shit.
Just connect.
And then watch me edit this fucking video and your sound still fucking sounds better than mine.
Oh no.
It sucks,
I
dude.
think. I mean, I'm sure it probably sounds good. You just probably just gotta give it a chance to.
No, it's just like apparently when you get a mic, it's not set up to your liking, obviously, right? It's just like default or whatever. And so I went into Google, try to like get different programs so I can set it up to get like a nice bass and like sound really podcasty. And it has a whole like podcast setup here. Like there's like a little tab where it gives you stereo for like acoustic guitar, and then like one for like podcasts and one for like to share it
Oh,
with somebody else. So it has like these little settings, right? So I'm like, oh no, it probably doesn't have to do like I'll put it on the podcast one, but I still like it still sounded kind of weird. Like it just didn't sound like that crispy. I don't know, it just that bass,
crispy.
that bass like you get when you're like listening to a podcast.
And you're like,
So
what
I kept
do you
messing
do?
with it all day, like trying to download like these different programs and filters and so I gave up after a while because I couldn't do it. so
Okay, give it another chance later.
so I don't know. I'm gonna have to just
You'll
try it
get
out
it.
and
You'll get
see
it.
how it works. But hopefully I get hyper.
Yeah, you will. I got some coffee too. I had to get some coffee too. 'Cause
How do you
I
like
just
your coffee?
I like it.
How do you like your coffee? How do you make your coffee?
I make it in a pot.
No, I mean, well,
No,
yeah, I didn't mean
no,
it like that, but how do you
no.
take
I
your
know. It's just
coffee?
kidding. I actually drink Colombian coffee, and I don't put any milk at all. I just put a little bit of sugar.
Shut your mouth. So you like black coffee?
Yes.
I've always wanted to drink black coffee because I feel like it looks so sophisticated. Like, hey, just the coffee
Really?
itself. You know, like when you watch a series or like a movie or something, and they just
Oh
grab the
yeah.
coffee from the coffee, like the mug or whatever, and then they put it,
And it's all dark.
yeah, from the coffee maker. They grab it from the coffee maker, they put it in a mug, and they just drink it like that. And I'm like, oh, I've always wanted to do that, but I always have to like put like a shitload of sugar, and then put like fucking a bunch of cream, and if I could put anything else like cinnamon or whatever, I'll do that.
You'll add it. Maybe some whipped
so
cream. Also,
so yeah.
sounds
So
good.
I always wanted to be like that sophisticated coffee drinker, you
It
know?
doesn't taste good without sugar. Like I'm telling you, when we were when I was in jail, we didn't have any sugar or cream.
Hmm.
Like, you have to buy that shit. So we would just drink it black, and it was disgusting, like gross. But we wanted coffee.
Well, yeah, you would still want that coffee, you know, the
Yeah.
caffeine.
Just
But
that.
even, do you think you got like the whole drinking black coffee because of
No.
no?
No, I always drink like my coffee. Even if I go to the store,
Hmm.
I don't even get any creamer or anything.
So
I just put,
you're not like a Starbucks like frappuccino,
oh
like
yeah, I
spice
love that shit too.
latte. You do?
Well, no, I just get the fraps.
Mm.
I like the white chocolate cream. Mm,
Mm.
that one's good.
Um, I never really know what to pick. Like I go and I already have like two that I drink only,
Which one?
and it's the yeah, like I get a chai latte, which is like chai is a tea, and then they make it into like chai latte without any water, just
Yeah,
and I forgot the other cinnamon dulce with soy milk or almond milk.
I don't know. I've never had that.
It's
I
actually
only drink,
really good.
I drink like the fraps because they're kind of like, I don't know, they're good. And I drink the Java chip too
Yeah, those are good.
with like 2 shots of espresso. Mm.
Yeah. I don't do shots of, I mean, I'll do one, maybe not two, because I'm already hyper as it is, you know. And then
Imagine me.
usually,
Ah.
usually when I used to go like before work, I would go and get a like an iced coffee or whatever, right? Like a venti. And I would drink it like, you know how you drink those like super fast because they're cold, you know?
Yeah, and they're good
Yeah,
too.
so you're just drinking it, you know? So I would end up going to work all wired.
And you'd be like, "Hi, everyone."
Dude, I was so wired, and then I would like start taking calls and be like talking like, yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, I can definitely help you with that. You know, like really like
I could just
super
imagine.
excited. Like anything else I can help you with? Yeah, no, okay, you
Are
know.
you sure? Okay.
Are you sure? Anybody else in there? In your house?
Anyone?
No, nobody needs
Just,
help. Are you sure?
just transfer in the call. Just transfer the call. Party line, everyone. Yeah.
Why don't we just call your family? Are they all? Do they all have Spectrum? So then I would go
Cool.
like with my supervisor and be like, "Oh my god, Sylvia, dude, I like my heart is beating so fast. I'm like talking so fast, and
Oh
she'd be
God,
like, calm down, go drink
you're
water."
good.
But
You're like,
I have these many sales already, and she's like, well, go drink
that's
some more
good.
coffee.
Go get more break on me.
Go get some more Starbucks. Hmm.
That's pretty cool. I
So,
don't. It doesn't hit me like I don't feel like right now. My mom was asking me. She's like, "Are you sure you're gonna be able to sleep if you drink that?" Because she knows I drink Colombian coffee, and
which
I'm
one
like,
is
"Yeah,
it? Is it that yellow one?
that's a blue one."
Oh, okay. What is
I
it called?
I don't know the name. It's just blue.
Es Colombian
It's
coffee.
colombiano.
Because they have this Cuban coffee actually. I think it's Cuban. I don't know, but I know that this Cuban manager supervisor used to drink it, but he would take little shots, like little espresso shots, throughout the
Yeah,
day. And
that's funny.
so yeah, it was like a yellow, big, pretty big jar or whatever. But the way I take it now, I have to put cream. Like I put heavy cream, heavy whipping cream on it because it
Never.
tastes like richer. Like it tastes like instead of putting like milk or I'll put
Yeah,
cream. Yeah, the whipped cream or it's called whipping cream. So that's you
it
make
sounds
whipped
good
cream out
though.
of that. You make whipped cream. Out of
Oh, it sounds
that.
pretty good though.
You
Like,
whip
well,
it
yeah,
and it makes whipped cream.
yeah, pow,
But
pow, pow, like
so
that
it's
or
like
what?
super rich. Yeah, it
Good.
tastes like really creamy and good.
Mm.
So
Well, what is it? What is it called? Like, well, other than whipped cream, like, what's the brand?
Oh, it's just like random, whatever. They have one
Whatever
that
thing.
has, they have one. I don't know what they're called. I'll link it down below if anybody's interested. Go look at the description box if you want to
Well,
know
I'm gonna
which
be
whipped
looking at the
cream.
I'm gonna be looking at it too because I want to know what it is.
Yeah,
Maybe like,
I'll put it down there.
cool, fine.
All right, for you, Crystal. I'll let
Am
you
I
know.
right? Fine.
I don't want to get up right now and go check. Okay. Anyways, so
So
how was your day today?
it was good. I'm glad it's Friday finally. Woo.
Dude, it's already Friday. I forgot.
It is.
I
Yeah.
thought
What? I wish I was like that.
I forgot it
Ah,
was
I count the
Friday.
days. I count the days. Trust me.
Well, my day is like it's hard for me to know what day it is because I don't really work right now. So yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Fuck it.
It's like life
Enjoy
is
life.
just life is just passing me by.
It's just happening.
Just happening around me, apparently.
I,
Anyways,
whatever.
so today, welcome everybody. Today we're gonna be talking about paranormal activity. We're gonna be getting into some
Ooh.
ghost stories and like maybe some like back like you know how your grandparents or your like family always they always have something like a story they tell you
They do.
from
There's a
like
lot
back in the day. Yeah.
of.
So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And we will be showing you some videos because I know Crystal got me. Well, she sent me some videos, like two
Creepy.
videos of very creepy shit going on. I don't know.
It's scary,
Dude,
dude.
it was
Fuck me.
fucking scary. And it's something that you think about. Some I don't know if you think about it, but I'm like watching it. I'm like, fuck, I've thought of that happening to me.
I always think about that shit happening to me, and I would probably just fucking kill myself on the way down. I don't know.
Yeah, it's you guys, if you guys want to watch, stay tuned.
Stay
So
tuned.
we'll show you the video clip of what we're talking about. It's pretty creepy. It's fucking
It-
like insanely creepy.
Like, I don't know how that shit happens. Like, I don't know.
Like first of all, I thought ghosts couldn't do anything. I thought they were just like, okay, they they appear.
You just appear. Yeah.
But apparently they can like fucking do shit like
You should pull your legs, fucking move your
hmm pull
blanket.
you and
Hell
rape
no.
you. Dude,
What?
rape
Rape you?
no for reals. I was watching a movie and Lily, my friend Lily, I think you know her.
Yeah. Yeah, I know
Lily.
her.
She told
Yeah.
me about this movie. I forgot the name of it. I'll link it. I'll link everything that we're talking about below. If you guys want to watch it, it's fucking good. It's a movie about some lady that was getting raped by a fucking demon or like a entity
Entity. Yeah,
entity
entity.
entity
Whatever it is.
a fucking spirit or a fucking demon or
Something
shit,
crazy.
you know? So apparently this was like real. This actually happened
You
to a
serious?
lady. She was getting like I don't know if it was having to do with the house, if the spirit was already there or not, whatever. But I watched the movie and it's like an old movie. And
Ooh,
you
those ones are
see
better.
like there's a part, I don't want to ruin it for you guys if you guys want to watch it, but there's a scene where it's very like specific what's happening. Like the spirit is like touching her like crazy. And
What?
you see it like well obviously it's a movie, right?
It's a movie, but
But it's
you
based on true events, so you're like, what the fuck? And I can definitely like I can tell you, I do believe in that because remember I told you about my my sleep paralysis crap.
oh yeah. Just crazy.
So when I told you I felt someone touching me, that's what I'm talking about. Like, and that's why I
That's
believe
weird.
that
Fuck
should happen.
no.
But she was getting raped, like she was getting
Are you,
tossed, she was getting like manhandled and shit. So if
are
you're
you
into that,
serious? What is this
so if
movie?
you're into that, then
What is this movie?
I know, no, it's not porn.
No, I know. Well, I've never seen ghost porn, so I might be interested in that, you know? You never know.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Maybe I'm into that. I still haven't
Maybe.
found out, but
Mm.
that's crazy. What is it called though? You
I
didn't say the name.
forgot, dude. I forgot the name of it.
Oh man.
Um, let me look it up. Hold on.
Maybe I could rent it tonight, you know?
It's like, let me look it up, and then I'm like, Google, lady who gets raped by an entity.
Famous. That's how I Google all my shit too.
Hold on, imagine this shit does come out.
Fuck no.
It's called the entity. The entity. I can't say that word.
Entity.
Not entity.
Entity?
The last titty.
Enmity.
The last
Enigma.
titty.
The titty. The
It's
grabbing
called
titty.
it's called the entity. Entity.
Entity.
You know what an entity is, right?
Yeah.
What
Isn't
is
it like it's a
It's like
it's
a
not a ghost,
demon.
it's a demon.
It's like a
Yeah.
demon, yeah. So that's what it's called. It's in 1982, so it was like a year before I was born. It was made, and it's actually really creepy. And they have like a 2012 one, but I watched the old one. You should watch it.
So the
It's
old
good.
one's good then?
The old one is very good. It looks, you'll probably get bored and be like, oh, but they have like really good scenes. I'm like, that's my bored face. I'm bored. That's my bored face. Like,
Like that. Alright.
what's happening?
What's
Like one
this?
time, dude, I was watching. I wanted to watch this movie, right? I don't know if you've seen it, The Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse.
Yeah, it's like a really good movie. It's a fucked up weird movie.
Nah,
Yeah,
it
okay,
reminds me
so
of The Ring, but no.
it's a weird movie, dude. You should watch it. The Lighthouse. Hold on, who comes on in it? I forget like these fucking actors' names and shit. Robert Patterson or Pattinson
Oh, the guy from
from
fucking Twilight.
Twilight, yeah, and then Willem Dafoe or Defoe, whatever. I'm like butchering everybody's name.
Sounds familiar,
Anyways,
but
um, so they come out. They're both of them, in
yeah.
this movie, and it's like black and white. It's like fucking back in fucking I don't know what in 1890s, so they're like
Oh,
in
shit.
New England, they're in an island, and it's like it's based on a fucking I think it's a fucking book, but it's super creepy, kind of boring, it has a boring start and shit,
Is
but
it?
so I wanted to watch it because I had heard like really good things about it. And I'm like, okay, let's watch it, babe. So we're laying down and I'm like, I see him on the phone, right? And then he's on the phone and I'm like, I get mad. I'm like, babe, seriously, you're going to be on the phone? I'm not going to tell you what the fuck's going to happen. I'm like, if you miss something, I'm not going to tell you anything, okay? I'm not
Like
going to
it's
tell
on.
you if you missed it. You better not ask me, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, all right, all right. So he gets off his phone and he starts paying attention. Next thing you know, I'm like snoring.
Oh
I'm
my
snoring, dude.
god.
I fucking fell asleep.
Are you serious?
And then I wake up and I'm like, why is that? Why are they killing that bird?
You're all asking the question.
And then he's like, oh, he looks at me like all sweet, dude. And he starts telling me like, oh, this and this and that happened. And then I start laughing, right? Because I
Yeah.
remember what I just said.
What you told him.
And then I'm like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, I was the first one who fucking knocked out.
Oh, you're all.
Why is that bird?
Wait, what? What's happening?
But yo, you better not fucking ask me because I'm gonna tell you.
Don't even think about it yet. Oh my god, that shot. Like karma at its best and shit. Like I'm gonna put this girl to sleep.
Yeah, so I fell asleep, but it's actually a really good movie. It's just you have to pay attention to it.
Yeah, I know.
But it's a really weird movie. It's weird. I guess it faces like it's more of a it kind of makes sense how we're stuck inside now and we're
Yeah.
driving each other crazy because we're stuck inside. We don't know what the fuck to do. That's pretty much what happens because they get stranded in the island. So it's only them two and they start going crazy, So
Are you
you
serious?
just see it in the movie them going crazy. Like they do crazy shit because
Do
they're like,
they get saved or what?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
Because people
Y'all
might
wanna
want to
know. I'm
watch
sure
it.
y'all wanna know.
I can't be doing that to them.
You know, well, we all want to know already. Like, we'll
No,
watch it if
maybe
you tell
you
us.
want to know, but maybe somebody wants to watch it and I just killed it for them.
All right. Aye,
Well,
I'm all pissed. Start throwing shit
you
around.
don't want to say anything today. Then stop
Yeah, dude.
sharing. Fuck,
If you're
man.
not gonna say, dude, why even mention it?
Because it's good to mention things so people can watch, you know? I know I like to get recommendations on movies and shit, especially like the creepy ones.
Ooh, I know. I like scary movies.
Yeah, what did I watch? That was kind of creepy. Oh, there's a movie. It's called Good Night Mama or Good Night
Oh
Mommy.
yes, you were
Have you
telling
seen
me to
it? Did
watch
you
it.
see it?
No, I didn't.
That was
I
really
didn't.
good. That was really good.
Good.
I watched two movies from the same director, and because my friend watched another one that's called The Cabin or the Lodge. It's called The Lodge, and it was okay. It was kind of like it's kind of more of a like psychological, you
Yeah.
know. And then the other one is definitely psychological, but it's like a lot better. The Goodnight
Hmm.
Mommy, it's fucking like it's kind of like a Sixth Sense kind of movie, you know, where you're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? You don't see anything coming. At the end, you're like, oh shit, what the hell? You know, I like those movies where you can't tell what the hell's happening until the end.
And
You're
then
like,
at the
oh
end, yeah, at
shit, it
the end,
makes
you're like, oh
sense.
fuck.
And then
Yeah.
I'm done with it, and I go back and like go and Google like, what does this mean, and what did this mean, and you know.
I'm like that too with movies, or like for example, when you told me about the Mandela one,
Yeah,
that one I was all googling shit, and I was all getting into it. Oh no.
yeah, it's pretty neat. So yeah, Crystal,
Yeah.
paranormal activity. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I have a couple of stories actually that I would like to tell you. I guess apparently people like my family, like at my grandma's house, they say that
People
it's
like my
unsettling.
family.
Like people that I don't even know, my family.
Uh-huh.
Say, no.
Strangers,
Stranger danger.
strangers like my
Sorry, no,
family.
like, well, it's because I have stories from people and also from my family,
Oh, okay.
but I
Sorry.
guess I just combined everything. You know what?
Sorry.
What's up?
Bring it.
Bring
You know
it.
what? Bring it.
You want me outside? Let's do this.
Get me outside. How about that?
Let's do this. Let's
Pues
do
hola.
this.
Como que
No me voy a salir para afuera, pues.
mucho miedo. Mira, mira. Ay, ay. Ahorita lo digo porque estoy
You're
acá.
scared of witching hour and shit.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Right now,
I'm
you're all
always
like,
up at that time because I'm a
ooh,
witch.
with your phone looking around.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'm like
I
this,
don't know,
dude.
bro.
I go around like that.
For real?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I want to make sure nothing's there.
Nothing is there.
Well, I want to make sure.
Eh. I'd rather not know it's there and it not bother me at all and I didn't even know it was there. You know what I mean? Than actually look for it and find it and be like, oh shit. And then it
Well,
attacked me because I saw it and you just see my body flying everywhere.
okay.
Like you caught me, bitch, and it starts dragging me the fuck everywhere. Like I'd rather just not see it.
Well, who the fuck is he to not want to be
I didn't say he, I'd rather not see it. I think it's a
Oh,
she here, remember?
oh, that's right.
I send you
Oh,
those
let's
pictures.
talk about that. Let's talk about the pictures that we took and the video. So this whole thing started, like this whole episode started because of those. Remember we were talking about your picture and my video?
Yeah.
So I have a video, a YouTube video because I have another channel, right? I have the beauty channel and I do my makeup and shit, you know? So do not judge my makeup right now. This was quick
It
makeup,
doesn't even look bad. It don't
but
even look bad.
so I have this other channel that I do like lifestyle makeup, whatever. And I was filming And it's happened twice already where I'm filming, and that one time, the one that you saw, I'll go ahead and leave the
Yeah.
video down below, and then I'll leave a clip here. Um, there's like this weird object. It looks like a little. It doesn't look like dust because it's not that small, you know. Like
There's one that looks pretty big that's coming from behind
that's
you.
the one I'm talking about. Like I'm
It was
sitting on my
big.
bed, and I remember I'm sitting there like talking about clothes or whatever the fuck, you know. And
Yeah,
then I have like I just see something like fly like behind me and like goes this direction like that. Boom. But it goes pretty quick, right?
it is like it's just a couple of seconds, not even like maybe
And I
like one.
never saw it. Yeah, I never saw it when I was filming it until I'm editing, obviously, you know, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know, I even like
Yeah.
made it a point to put on the video and be like, hey guys, check this out, you know? But the thing is that, and then the other video, I'm doing my makeup and or reviewing something, and then I see a little something floating like passing
They're like
across
smaller.
across from me and like a little bit slower, you know? And I obviously did like a slow-mo where it's like to make it more. And then I even put
You need to see it
like really dark music, like
like the aye
I
aye.
did.
You did. That's cute.
So I'm like, look at the dust flying across from me.
Yeah.
I really need a dust.
You should have like done a little narration like in the back, like, and then you see some slow motion, and then just circle it red. And
Right. So that happened, and it's happened twice, and it's weird though, because before that little thing passes across from me, like in the second one, Crystal, sorry, Matilda was beside me, and she kept like like that, because she does that to me sometimes when she wants me to pick her up or she wants a treat or whatever, right? So like I'm filming, and then she keeps like doing that, like and I'm like, Matilda, what do you want? You know, and you hear me saying that in the video, and then like moments later, like you see something passing by here. So I don't know if she was seeing
oh,
something and she was like, hey bitch, there's
like
something
something's coming
around
at you.
you.
Something's coming at you.
So I was like thinking like, oh, maybe that might be like a coincidence or what, you know?
I don't know.
But it was kind of scary.
Are you getting chills or what?
No, I was
Mm.
getting itchy.
See all those little chills.
So
Just
I
like,
mean, it wasn't scary. It was just like because I
oh
don't
yeah, it's
feel
weird.
scared while it's happening because I don't even know.
Hmm.
But when I'm editing, I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know?
Like what the fuck?
And
It's
your
weird how you
fucking
don't even
picture,
notice.
dude.
I said it's weird how you don't even notice, like how you didn't even notice that going in front of you or like behind you, like to the side, and it was pretty big, but then you see it on the video.
Well, so I'm telling you, like, I don't feel anything. So I would be more scared if I would have felt something. You know, like you know how you know if somebody's watching you or you feel that like
Oh,
something.
I don't know. I hate that shit.
You
I
know how
always
you
feel like that.
then I would like fucking if it would be that, then I would be okay, you know, like scared.
Like freak
But
out.
there nothing like that happens, so
Oh, so it wasn't bad.
no, so it wasn't bad.
Okay.
But your picture, dude, your picture, I think to me it's worse because you can see like you can make out
Hey.
an image. You
Yeah.
know, like if I could
And then
if I would have like a fucking image passing by, then it'd be kind of fucking crazy, you know?
crazy, yeah.
But your photo shows like a fucking chick there, like right here.
Behind me, yeah. And then you could even see like the little
Maybe she's
I guess
shy.
I think she probably is shy. No, she's not because why is she in my pictures? And it wasn't one picture, it was two of them. I know I sent you both of them.
Yeah.
And one of them, like, I hadn't even noticed because I was taking like whatever selfies here in
Hmm.
my room. And I didn't even notice it, but it was the little devil one, like from Snapchat.
I know.
I took a picture and then I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, oh, I like this one, but let me take another picture. So I took another one and I don't know if you could see my face, even like I look like kind of like, what is that?
Yeah, you
Because
look
I
like what the
noticed,
fuck? Yeah.
yeah, I noticed in the back, like on my wall over here,
Hmm.
um, I saw the little, I guess the little face, the little devil things, but it was sideways. So I was like, what the fuck is that? So I took a picture of it quick. And then I was looking at my pictures, and then that's when I noticed that there was like a chick like next to me. You could see her
And
eyes, her nose.
you can see her nose, like you can see this right here.
It's
Like all
crazy, dude.
this.
And it's like, she's kind of hot though, like I was saying, but and you know what? You know how they say when it's something bad, like I guess you can kind of feel like it's evil or something.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get that freaked out, to be honest. I was more like, what the fuck?
Have you heard anything like that's happened there? You guys
No.
renting or do you guys
Oh,
own?
I forgot to tell you. Well, my mom's husband, he's a truck driver.
Yeah.
And one time he came, nobody was at the house at that time, but he came with his friend to drop off his things, and then he was gonna take them back to go take the trailer. They were both gonna drive and then unload over there. So they stopped by the house, and the man was waiting outside, like in front of the porch. And apparently, like Bernard, that's his name, my mom's husband's name. He came in, he left his shit, and he walked out, locked the doors. And then the guys are like, "Oh, you're gonna leave your son here? Like, how old is your son?" No, it's like asking him, and he's all like, "What?" And he's like, "There's no kids in there." And
In
then he's like,
where?
"In my house." He said that he saw a little boy looking out the window.
Oh my God. It
Yeah,
was you?
and he asked him like, "Oh,
It
like
wasn't you.
yeah, like I don't know what the fuck." And then he told
Mm.
my mom like, "Oh yeah, like my friend took my friend or whatever," and he asked me about a boy. That how old was he? And he's all like, "There's no boys in here, no little kids here at all." And I
Fuck
don't know. I
you.
guess apparently he saw someone here. Like it's pretty freaky. But I'm glad I
Maybe
didn't
it
see it.
was a little face.
I don't know. I hope it was nothing like I don't know, but that's pretty weird. And I when I used to live here, well, I moved out and then, but when I was living here when I was younger, I had a Chihuahua.
Is that the same the one that I used to go visit you?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
it's the same
remember.
one. Yeah, and you know how the doors in the bottom they're like this much open,
Yeah.
like in the bottom. I don't know for some reason, but like I used to have a twin bed and it was always facing like I was always sleeping like this and the door's over there and my chihuahua would sleep with me in the bed and it was always weird, dude, like at the same time in the night, dude, like it wasn't witching hour by the way either, so it could happen anytime, you're right,
Yeah.
but I already knew it was like a kind of like a routine for him, and I would be sleeping and I would just feel him like I would just feel him move, boom, like quick, and I'd be like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, oh, he's gonna start again. And like he would get off the bed and he will go under the door, dude, and he would be like, "Grrr," like looking, dude, under the door and growling, and I was just looking at the door like,
Oh
and
my
I don't know, it
God.
would just get to my nerves. Like I would get so scared that I would just get mad, like shut the
Yeah.
fuck up, like please shut up. But it would happen a lot in the night. But I never really actually seen anything other than the pictures.
You never seen anything there?
No, I don't think so.
Well, that's good.
I don't think so.
You're like, and I don't want to.
I don't want to do that. I mean, other than the pictures, like, no, I haven't.
That's good.
Yeah, I know it is. Dude, I probably have a heart attack, just die right there in the spot.
Have you ever had like any sleep paralysis?
No, I know you have though. Like, I know you would tell
You
me.
never had sleep paralysis, so you never experienced that.
I don't even know what it is and what it would feel
Okay.
like.
So for people and the viewers that don't know what sleep paralysis is, I'm kind of jealous of you because it's horrible. It's such a horrible feeling. Okay, so basically, let me read something that I found on Wikipedia. Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. I don't know.
Wikipedia. Wikipedia.
Wicca.
It's called Wikipedia. Anyways, let me read to you exactly what sleep paralysis is. It's a temporary inability to move or speak while falling asleep or upon waking. Sleep paralysis most often occurs in people who have narcolepsy or sleep apnea, which I think that's what happens to me because I think I have sleep apnea. Um, I'm like self-diagnosed over here, but it can
There you
affect
go.
anyone. Anyone. Episodes involve not being able to speak or move while falling asleep or upon waking. This usually lasts 1 to 2 minutes and is often frightening. The main treatment is improved sleep habits, sleep hygiene, including going to bed at the same time every night, ensuring a comfortable sleep environment free of distractions, and avoiding caffeine before
Ooh,
sleep.
and you're just drinking some right now, girl.
So it's basically, yeah, like a state during waking and falling asleep, which a person is aware but unable to move or speak. So I guess, it may like cause hallucinations, hear, feel, or see things that are not there, which often result in fear. Let me see here. So they say that the underlying mechanism is believed to involve a dysfunction in REM sleep. So basically, it's pretty frightening. It feels, they say it's like a minute or two, but that shit feels like forever.
Are you
And
serious?
it's happened to me so many times that I'm like, okay, I'm kind of to the point where I start fighting whoever the fuck is on top of me. Like literally, like I am like talking shit to whoever because you feel okay. So you're asleep, right? And
Yeah.
apparently it says like you're asleep, your body is in like unable to move. So you're like, oh shit. So you're just
Oh,
basically, oh, that was me dropping something.
no.
So basically you're like not able to move at all, but your brain is awake. So you're like in this, apparently REMs is like when you're like dreaming and shit. But
Weird.
apparently since your brain's awake, you're like supposedly, from what I read, that's what I understood. Um, not what I read right now, but what I read before, that your dreams become so vivid because your brain's awake and your body's asleep, so you start dreaming awake, so you're thinking it's real. You're scared, wanting to scream or wanting to move, and you can't because you're pretty much paralyzed for like a minute or two. And then once you're like able to release, like once it just the feeling is released or whatever, you're like fucking gone from wherever you're. If you're asleep, I'm like fucking, I'll take off.
Ah!
Go to another room or go somewhere, And
Why?
it doesn't always happen like it doesn't always happen at night. There's been more times it happens at night, but I've fallen asleep like in the afternoon or whatever, taking a nap. And like one time, like I was telling you when we were living in housing, you know,
Oh,
government housing
what's the
by
word? What's your apartment?
Isleta.
Yeah.
So government housing, we were living there, and apparently there was like a cemetery. Remember I told you, like they had buried so
Yeah.
many
Like a
or
burial
whatever.
there.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things like people would talk about, like, oh yeah, a lot of things happen here, because of that. So I remember living in those little, well, they're like little, what, duplex or something like that, and a lot of things happening there, but a lot of my sleep paralysis happened there too.
That's
But they've
crazy.
happened everywhere. They've happened when I was living at my mom's, when I was living at my aunt's, when you know here, not here. I think once here, but well, in El Paso, right? So basically, one time I was sleeping in my aunt's bed, and it was like in the middle of the day. I fell asleep, dude, and I was sleeping like to the side. Remember I told you? And
Yeah.
I remember like waking up to a feeling of somebody being behind me, like kind of like cuddling, like spooning with me, but
Oh
but
God.
like caressing the side of me. Like I can feel like someone touching like kind of like my ass a little bit.
Oh my
And I
God.
remember it like I remember specifically because I remember looking because my aunt had like this. She would decorate her apartment all cute and stuff. So she had like this painting on the wall, and I remember just staring at the painting, like wanting for the feeling to go away, because I couldn't
Oh my God.
move and I was
Oh,
awake. Like I remember looking at it and being awake and not being able to move or yell, and just looking at this painting and looking at the girl on top of the fucking horse and being like, fuck, I want to move.
yeah.
And then like fucking feeling that like it just went away and I just took off. I just went into
That's
the living room.
crazy.
So it was horrible. And there's been times where I'm like asleep and then you just feel this pressure. Like it just happened to me like a few nights ago where I felt like a bunch of pressure. You feel pressure, like you feel like you want to wake up but you can't, you know?
That's weird. I've
Like
never had that.
like this last time that it happened just a few nights ago, it happened and I didn't feel like I felt scared because I wanted to wake up, not because I felt like something was there, you know?
Yeah.
But there's been times when I feel like something is on top of me and I'm afraid to even open my eyes because I don't want it to
You don't
I
want to
don't want to
see.
see something,
Oh,
you know, on
shit.
top of me. But I
Uh,
remember, I'm telling you, I've gotten to the point where I'm like fucking like leave me the fuck alone or what the fuck, you know, like trying to like
yeah.
talk shit to it and like
Yeah.
fucking fight the and then I'll like literally in my head be fighting whoever the fuck's on top of me. But I'm pretty sure I'm not moving, but in my mind I'm like fucking going crazy, you know, like
That's
ninja skills and
crazy.
shit. I'm like fucking insane. Like I guess it's just how your brain
I don't
is
know.
so powerful.
I
Your
guess I'm kind of
mind.
glad that I've never gone through that shit. It sounds fucking scary as hell,
And I'm
dude.
telling you, it says, oh yeah, it's like 1 or 2 minutes. And I'm pretty sure it is or 2 minutes, but it's the longest fucking 2 minutes, you know?
It seems way longer. Like how longer? Like
Like a good, to me, it feels like a good 7, 10 minutes.
so you're battling while.
Because you feel it, you know, you're like, it's like, I guess, more frustrating more like than anything else because you're wanting to like make it go away, you know? And there's
Yeah.
no way that you can I've been to the point where I'm like yelling, but nothing comes out, you know? Like like but nothing's coming out and you get frustrated because you're like, fuck, you know, like I want someone to come, you know? Or like this last time that it happened, I kept in my dream, I guess. Well, while you're like during the whole thing, I remember grabbing onto Monchis, like my man, you know, and like
Yeah.
squeezing him, like for him to like, you
Wake
know,
you
like
up or
wake
something.
up. Yeah. But in reality, I wasn't doing shit, you know, it was just in my head.
What? That's fucking
Cause once
crazy.
I snapped out of it, he's like asleep, dude. If I would have been
And
doing
you're
that,
like,
he
I've
wouldn't
been
have
trying
been.
to wake you.
And I remember like while this is happening, I'm like grabbing onto him like for dear
Like,
life and like for
hello.
him to wake me up, like help me, you know? And
Yeah.
then I snap out of it and it goes away or the feeling and then I look around and he's asleep, dude. And I'm like, damn, I was fighting over here like in my fucking brain, in my head and shit.
And he's all sound asleep. You're
And
thinking
he's
you're
sound
grabbing onto
asleep and
him.
then I have to wake him up and be like, oh, I had a bad dream, you know? And then like he's just, oh, okay, whatever, you know? But he's like unaware.
That's
You know what I
crazy.
mean? But you, like, since you're not going through it, you're like, whatever, you know, you don't.
Oh, no, I'm not like whatever.
Well,
Like, I
no,
think,
not saying, not you.
oh,
I'm
I was
saying
like, no.
him. Like he's
Oh,
like
yeah. All
non
right.
like cause he's fallen, he's asleep and shit. But you going through it, you're like dying over here, you know. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if someone were to look at you, you probably look all like gone, like if you're dead asleep, you know.
Yeah. And you're
But
all calm and
in your
asleep, but you're
brain
fighting
and your
inside.
mind, you're fucking over here trying to wake up.
That's crazy. I
It's
don't know how that, like, isn't that what you call, like, in Spanish? Like, I think I've heard they call it cuando
that
se te sube
the
el muerto
que se te sube el muerto.
or some shit like that. Like,
And
that.
I'll show it
Apparently, that's how it feels. Like, that there's, like, some kind of, like,
the spirit.
spirit holding you down or something.
Did I show you the images I found?
No.
They're super creepy, and that's
Let's
what
see
sleep
'em.
paralysis. That's
Out.
I'll show them to you. Well, you need to see them here.
Nunca me quieres enseñar nada.
Pues es que están aquí, nunca puedo ver, no vas a
No,
poder
I'm
ver.
just playing that. Well,
Look,
oh, fuck that. Oh, man. Hell no.
I don't know, but I'm telling you, I'll show them here and people can see what it kind of feels like. I don't know if that's what happens, but that's what it feels like. So I'm pretty sure someone painted that like this is how fucking that's how it feels.
How it feels. Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
says. That I've heard a couple of people that have had that like problem like you, but they say it feels like somebody's literally on you, holding you down.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's
Yeah.
fucking.
It's pretty creepy.
I'll be crying.
Oh, I remember like when it happened to me. Remember I told you the one with the little thing that was
The green thing.
yeah, the fucking string. Yeah. Where I pulled it and whatever. I remember like waking like getting up and then going to my mom's room and crying because it was so fucking like what the fuck, you know, like because I felt that shit, you know, like it
Yeah,
in
like
my
it was so real.
dream. Yeah, so that happened and in that house I remember one time I was asleep and I had my room like right across from the restroom. So I remember having my room door open, right? I fell asleep and it was like already night and everybody was asleep. And I remember looking like sleeping looking down looking out to the hall and across to the restroom. And I fall
Yeah.
asleep like that cuz I always sleep on the side. So then I'm like falling asleep and I hear boom, like if someone like closed the what is it called?
Bathroom door.
The bathroom? No, not the door, but the what is it called?
Cabinet.
The cabinet. Yeah. Well, what is it called? I'm pointing at the cabinet. What is
What
that
is it?
called?
I know, and I'm like, what? Let me
What?
see.
So they closed the cabinet like boom, and I remember like what? And I well, obviously like I looked and like it was closed, you know, but I never saw it open.
Hmm.
Like if I would have seen it open, like if you see a cabinet door open, you close it, you know. And
Exactly.
I remember like falling asleep and not noticing that that shit was open at all, you know.
But you heard it.
But I heard someone like boom, and I was like, okay. And
No.
so then another time, we were, it was my aunt and I think my brother and I, and we were watching TV in the living room, and we hear like a bunch of noise coming from the kitchen, dude. It felt like a bunch of fucking dishes fell, like you know, like you know,
What?
you know, if something falls from the cabinets on top, you hear like a bunch of noise, right? So that's
Yeah.
what we heard, and we're like, "What the fuck?" We looked at each other like, "What?" And I go and check, and nothing, like everything was fine. And
That's
we're like, and we look
weird.
at each other like, "We heard that, right? Like you heard it." And they're like, "Yeah."
Oh
So
yeah, that's
that
how I'm looking at
happened.
you.
And
Fuck
then
no.
another time, there's so many little things that happen there. Another time, my brother had
You
this
never
like,
told me. I would sleep in the living room by myself, Lorena.
yeah, you know,
Fucked up. You're like, yeah, bitch. When you hear that shit.
yeah. So then there's this other time that my brother had this like little remote control car, and it was on top of the table, and we were like, I don't know what we were doing. We're just there, and the control was on the side of it, you know, and it just starts and it falls from the table, and we're like, what the hell, like what? And then I go and pick it up and check. There's no batteries in there.
Are you
There's
fucking serious?
nothing, and I'm like,
Ah,
how the fuck did that shit happen? So that
that shit
happened
was.
there, and I'm like, oh my god, this is definitely haunted. There's
That's
something in there.
crazy. That's the freakiest shit I think that would ever happen. Like honestly, like I always thought that when something like that happens that needs batteries,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go and happen and see that there isn't any. Like how the fuck did that
You're
shit
like,
move?
how? Yeah, it moved, and I think it was somebody else with me, and we're like, what the fuck? It has no batteries, dude.
I don't know, dude. That's
And the
creepy.
like the car needed batteries, and the remote control needed batteries. None of it had batteries. Like,
None of it.
no, like, and the fucking remote control was like beside it, and the fucking thing just starts, and then it falls from the top of the,
Oh hell no,
and
dude.
we're
I'm not
like,
gonna be able
what
to go
the
to sleep.
fuck? Huh?
I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep tonight. Shit.
Uh, so that happened. And yeah, like I don't know, I can't think of anything else right now, but what have you experienced? Go.
Oh well, like for me, nothing like really has happened. I just like I don't know if I should say this. I will. I'm not gonna mention any names, but like I know my ex girlfriend or whatever. She had told me her aunt one time I guess was kind of like possessed or whatever.
Oh my god, no.
Like
No,
I
that's creepy. To me, that's like worse than
it's
anything.
it's weird, and you know this person too. Actually, like you've met
The
that
lady,
person.
yes, I know her.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. Well, we ended up like staying and go live with her.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just living at this house, and it was weird. Like it was a living room, and then to your left, like you would go straight, and then to the left, the bathroom was there. I know you remember like how the house looked.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And so anyway, so her room was, you remember, it was on this side, and then our room was on this side.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I would stay up late playing Grand Theft Auto. And I remember there was a little black table in the middle, and then the TV. So I remember Tinkerbell was under that table, and I was
Mhm.
playing, minding my own business. And all of a sudden, I hear like a boom, like like somebody hit that little table. So when I looked, I just saw Tinkerbell all freaked out, looking at that corner of the house, like it was weird, like, and she was growling at something, and it
Yeah.
was like, it wasn't like she was looking at something short, it was, she was looking at like if somebody was standing, like, and I don't know, this was the only time that I've ever like felt some like ugly inside, like I don't know, it was a weird feeling. And I was just staring like to whatever she was staring at, and I couldn't see anything, but she was growling and she was like scared, like you could tell like she was scared. And I was like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? And then I was just staring, and then she was like growling, and then I remember I yelled that person's name, that lady's name.
Hmm.
And as soon as she came out, as soon as she opened the door, it's like if the thing moved, because Tinkerbell, like, she went crazy and she ran into our room, but the door was closed.
So
And I don't know if you
you
remember.
were in the living room or where were you?
Yeah, I was in the living
Oh,
room,
okay, okay.
and the thing was standing like on this side.
Mm-hmm.
So when Tinkerbell freaked out, she was around over here on this side, almost going to the room. So
Yeah.
when I yelled for that lady,
Yeah.
um, when she opened the door, it's like the thing moved or something with the door open. And Tinkerbell, like with her head, dude, she opened our door to the room. Like she got so freaked out that she hit her head on the door and pushed it open, because
Oh
you
my
couldn't close the
god.
door. You had to push it to open it. So
Oh
I don't know,
man.
there was something crazy there or something, but I told her, I was like, there was something here. Like it felt really creepy, but I didn't see anything. But I always thought about it. Like, I don't know, like there was something weird, like ever since my ex told me that had happened. You know what I mean? Like
But
I
what
was
happened that she
with the
told
lady.
you? Yeah. Is it really that
Well,
creepy? I don't want to know. Hold on, hold
really?
on. Okay, so what happened? What
So
time is
from
it?
what?
Oh, what time is it? Ah,
I don't know.
10.
It's 8:58.
Okay.
So this is what happened. And I know it's true because I'll tell you right now why. So anyway, so my ex tells me that one time when she was younger, I guess she was a little girl,
Mm-hmm.
her aunt would pick her up from school and take her home. So one day she went to go pick her up. Everything was cool. They pulled up to the house, to where she lived or whatever.
Is it the
And
same
she said
house?
no, it's a different house. It
Okay.
was it was a different house. But so everything was fine, and when they get there, she started acting weird, that lady. And apparently she got out of the car, and she was just standing outside like of the car, like not moving. And my ex was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And then she started laughing like hysterically, like all
Oh
crazy,
fuck no.
And that she remembers that she had the keys of the car in her hand, and she threw them. Boom! She threw them, like she just tossed them like hard. I don't know where, she said. And then she said that there was some dogs, like the neighbors' dogs were barking, and that the lady, went over to the dogs' cages. Like it was a big fence, I guess, around it, the way that she described it, and that she got on the fence, like, and she was like, like that, dude. And the dogs are going crazy towards her. And she said,
No.
yeah, and she said she went inside and she called her dad, and they ended up taking her inside the house or whatever. So she said, maybe like a couple of days passed, and she was still kind of like sick or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And which that's what they were saying, that she was sick. I don't know, they didn't know what was wrong with her, but she went to go visit her. And apparently she says that when you walk into the house, it's like the living room, then the kitchen, and then you could see the room. It was like a straight, I guess, house
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
apartment. I don't know what it was. And that she was little, so she was sitting in the living room and she could see the room, and she could see that her aunt was laying down. And they were like, oh, well, come say hi to your aunt, like, let's see if she's doing good. And she says that she remembers that she just sat up like that, like crazy, and that she was just looking at her, and that she would move so she wouldn't see her, and that the aunt would actually go like that to like look at her.
Oh my god, that's so
And
creepy.
she says that
No, Crystal,
in
this.
seconds, dude, in an instant, that she got up the bed and she ran towards her like she wanted to attack her or something. She wanted to attack my ex, and that her dad, which is the lady's brother, had to knock her out.
Dude,
And
that
that
is the creepiest shit
he
ever.
stopped her and she fell and she was like knocked out, and they took her to the hospital. Well, apparently they said that it was stress, and how they make it seem like, I don't know what
Yeah, stress, my ass.
but okay, so like all this had happened, right? And she had already told me this story. We ended up living together. And one time, dude, we were like watching TV. We were watching a scary movie too to top it off, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And my ex says in front of her, because it was me, the aunt, and her. And we were just watching the movie. And in front of her, she says, oh, yeah, like, remember what happened to you the other day? And then I turned around and I was looking at, of course, my ex, right? And then I
Mm-hmm.
looked at her and I saw her aunt going like, like for me not to, like for her not to say anything for me to know. But I saw her, you know what I mean? Telling her to shut up. But little did she know is that I already knew. So when I saw her telling her to like be quiet, because I kind of didn't believe it. But
Yeah.
when I saw that, I was like, this shit happened for real. Like, that shit's crazy. And like, she's a Christian now and everything, but it's just fucking crazy, dude.
So
Like,
what happened the other day was that the what you were describing?
I don't know, no, I don't know what happened that day. I just always had a feeling that like she wouldn't sleep all night. She would always do weird. She'd be doing weird things. Like, I don't know if you remember the garage, like the
Yeah,
garage, or
yeah,
whatever.
I think so.
And it was like nobody wanted to go in there, dude. Like there was like big water bugs in there and everything. Like, and she would spend all night in there cleaning and moving boxes around and just making everything fit. And every time that she would spend all night, dude, in there, dude. And the next day I would go and it was the same. Like nothing. I don't know what she was doing in there. But I don't know. I had
I
to,
that is the creepiest shit ever, Crystal. Thank you for
I
telling
know,
me
dude. And
that.
like, it was so weird. Like, I don't know, dude. But that shit was kind of creepy. But
No, it wasn't kind of creepy. It was fucking creepy.
you imagine,
I don't know
dude?
how
Like,
the fuck you can live there. Oh
I
no.
don't know. And that's what I had, like, I don't know. I had told my mom about it too. And then she
What
was
did your
like,
mom say? Fuck
what the
that.
fuck are you doing there? Why are you living there? Like, and I'm like, because I lived with her after I broke up with my ex.
Yes, I remember.
And I don't know why. And I don't know. She's a nice lady. Like, I don't know, but she's different.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, she's special. Like, not slow or anything. I mean, like, she's just, I don't know, just the way she is, just different. But I don't know
Oh
what
hell
happened to
no.
her.
No, that is beyond crazy.
It
That's
is.
beyond
And
scary.
it's crazy, dude. I thought you
No.
knew about that.
Fuck no. If
Oh,
I
now
would
you
have known
probably
about
already
that,
got
I
it.
would not have gone. I would not have gone there ever.
That's crazy, huh? Like,
No, dude, for reals. I
no.
would not. Like, I don't
I
even know
didn't
what
want to. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know I mentioned it to my ex, like, are you sure we want to live there with her? Like, because we were renting that place. We were
it's
gonna, the
horrible. Now
two
I
of us
feel
were gonna,
deceived. Now I feel like I should have known
sorry.
all this time because I would have not have gone there.
Well, you spend the night there too,
I
but
know, that's the thing though, stupid.
but like nothing happened. You know what I mean? Everything was
Well,
cool.
I was super drunk, I'm pretty sure. Like, even if
We're
something were to
always
happen, I wouldn't have not known because I would have been fucking gone.
that's the weird part, huh? That's crazy. Like I never like at first when she told me, I'm telling you, I was just like, man, she's probably making this shit up because you don't believe stories like that. Nobody believes stories like that until
You
when
see?
that incident happened when I saw her going like shh, like that, like don't tell her.
So you
I
were
knew
looking
right
at the
away.
lady when she did that?
I saw her like when she did that because I was looking at Bertha and then I saw movement and I saw her going like that, you know what I mean? Like to shut up. And then I remember my ex told me later, she's like, oh, I'm glad you didn't say anything that I told you because she didn't want me to tell you. And I'm like, well, I knew, already, which
Oh
was
hell
just
no.
creepier for me because I was like, oh shit, like that's
Like she
confirming
made,
that it was
yeah.
true and that this bitch wasn't making it up. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But fuck that.
Dude, okay. How do we
Yeah,
top that?
I don't
You
know.
can. That's insane. And this is the
That
end.
is. All right,
I
bye
need to
guys.
go get a
Everybody, good night.
cigarette because this is too intense. Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. That shit was crazy though. And
Oh, it
I
is.
remember my ex's dad also had told me like that. Yeah, it happened. Because I remember my ex like, hey, remember when you had to hit my aunt, and he's like, yeah. It was just it's just crazy. Like
Fuck no, dude.
it's crazy. Like how can you I don't know. That's weird.
Maybe it could just be that she was like not mentally stable.
Well, that's what they told her at the hospital that she was stressed or that it was like anxiety, but
What?
tell her your
Hi,
story.
Tinky Pinky. So what happened, mamais?
Tell her
Think
what
about what
happened. What
happened.
did you
You hit
see
your
that night?
head? Were
What
you?
did you see that night?
Ahí viene el otro. Because I'm
No, but
yeah.
I have
That's
another
true.
creepy story.
Is it that
This
creepy or not that creepy?
I don't know. This story. I don't know why. Like it like freaks me out. Like it's been the
Even
scariest
more
thing.
than this one.
Well, I knew the people too, but like they actually saw. It was my Nina.
Okay, so
Uh,
what happened?
I don't know. Okay, so I have a Nina, right? And then my
Mhm.
Nina has two daughters, an older one who's the real, well, back then she was a bitch to her. Like, she didn't give a fuck about her mom or whatever.
Yeah.
She was just an asshole. And then she had another one that was kind of our age, which we would hang out with her, and everything.
Hmm.
So then, like, yeah, whatever. I remember my Nina moved down over here by where I live now. She moved to a house or whatever. And, my Nina's mom would spend the night in Juarez every weekend.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? One night she says she was in her room sleeping and she heard like pantuflas and shit, and she says she woke up and she saw, pues, of course, her mom walking, like she just opened her eyes, like she says, and that she didn't open her eyes that big, but she could see her mom walking,
Hmm.
like across the room, and that they will call her Mama Kika.
Hmm.
And then she was like, ay, Mama Kika, ya váyase a dormir, you know? And she said she remembered it was a weekend. She wasn't supposed to be at the house. She was obviously in Juarez. And she says she opened her eyes and that it was an old lady's body without a head walking in her room. And she says she got up and she couldn't sleep all night and she was scared or whatever. But a couple of days later, like her older daughter, which was the asshole one, has a
Yeah.
baby.
Hmm.
Well, I guess the day before they had gotten in a big argument, which is my Nina and the older daughter had gotten a huge argument, and she left all pissed off, that older daughter. And the next day, she showed up in the middle of the night knocking at my Nina's house,
Hmm.
and she was crying, and she had her baby in her hands, and she was like, oh, crying that at her house. She said she was sleeping. She had her baby's crib next to her,
Yeah.
and she heard weird noises. And she said she could hear, like, from what my Nina said, like her noises were kind of uh, like
Ay,
that.
cállate la
And
boca.
wait, no, that's what she heard, and that's what woke up the daughter, like. And she says when she turned around that there was an old lady looking at her baby, and that she was making weird noises at her, which were those noises that she was looking at her, and she was like, looking at the baby, dude. And she said she went over and she got the baby and she ran the fuck out of there. And that's when she went to my Nina's house and she was crying that she was sorry that she didn't, that she, like, I guess they got in a huge fight and she thinks it was because of that. But then my Nina told her that she had seen a body of an old lady walking around her house. So, like, I don't know. I always thought that that was pretty creepy, like, for you to wake up and see that some old lady is, like, talking to your baby.
Fuck no.
Like,
I would have punched her.
fuck no.
I
That
would've
shit
punched
fucking. Yeah, right.
You're like punching her in the thing.
Dude.
There's
Fuck
nothing
no.
there.
And I
You're
don't
like,
know why, like, that story scared the fuck out of me, dude. Like,
that is a fucking scary story.
and I
for
remember my
sure.
mom would tell me because we would go visit them, like, in the weekends, like, we'll go visit them. And, pues, of course, that lady wasn't there, you know what I mean? But we would go visit them and we would talk to the younger daughter and we'd be like, oh, like, wanting to ask her, like, oh, what happened here, you know? But my mom would always be like, no, ya no hay que no ir, like, porque pasó esto, and, like, fuck that, dude, like, you know what I mean? So we would stop going, because of that shit, dude. Fuck that. Imagine, like,
Imagine. Fuck no.
yeah, dude. I don't know. It's pretty scary, but
That is fucking creepy, Crystal.
that is a creepy story, dude. That's not, like, it's one of the creepiest stories I've ever heard. Like,
I think you had told me that story
I think
before.
I had told you the story.
And I remember you used to always like bully me with that story. Fuck you. Don't do that because I'm going to edit this shit. And then I usually edit at night. And I'll be hearing that shit. And I'll be like, fuck.
You're just going to hear.
Cállese, güey.
Anyways, but yeah, that's another one of the stories that I wanted to share with y'all. That's pretty
Oh
creepy.
my goodness, Crystal. That's a fucking creepy story.
I know, dude. Like, I remember when the lady was telling us, like, I started getting chill. Like, even me telling you the story gives me, like, the creeps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not cool, dude. Like, why the fuck are you talking to my child? Like, oh no.
Well, I know. Qué feo.
I wonder what it was telling the baby.
It was probably singing a lullaby or something.
Lullaby, baby. Fuck that, dude. And now she here was like,
Hey, it's probably like the way that we fucking think that we're singing fucking nice and it comes out like that.
and it comes out all evil.
Oh, fucking, like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Like, dude, what are you cursing me or what?
Like, I've seen that TikTok where this girl's like, it's Ariana Grande and she's like, la, 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 like singing all cool, and then like in real life she sounds all like crappy. That's probably what happened.
That's probably what happened. I want to go ahead.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's what happened. So I have a few stories, but they're not. I don't remember them like exactly how they happened. So, but I have a few little stories. My aunt and my mom, you know how they're twins, right?
Yeah,
they're twins, and my mom and my aunt have always, like when they were small, like any other sibling, they fucking fight all the time. So my aunt tells me that one time they were fighting in bed, right? Like, quítate, muévete para allá, quítate pata, like that, like move. And they were just arguing. And I remember like my grandpa was like, he got mad at both of them or whatever. So then, se quedaron dormidas, like they fell asleep. And then my aunt says she remembers feeling cold, like chilly. So she got up and she covered my mom. And when she turned around, there was a window there, right? She turned around and looked at the window, that there was a man in the window. And it had like red eyes. So then, okay. So she turned around and she saw a man staring at her from the window. And it was like all black, like he was wearing black, and you couldn't see his face that well, but you can see that he was like smoking and he had red eyes. So he was looking at her, and she said that she stayed looking at him and she felt scared, but she was yelling, but she couldn't hear, like, until at the end, le salió, like she yelled, and then my grandpa got there and there was nobody there. But that she can hear like dogs barking outside.
Oh my
outside.
god.
They're howling like, "Whoo!" Like how
I
when.
get chills.
So she said she saw that, and she's like, "No, I know it was a devil or something that um,
Porque se están peleando, yo
because
creo.
she felt it. Like she's like, I felt like it was porque están peleando." And so that happened once with her, and then she tells me that there's this. I don't know. She tells me that there's a story about my uncle. My uncle, she was married to him, and so my uncle was like a womanizer kind of, man.
Yeah.
He liked to go out and stuff, So she tells me something about him going out one night and like fucking he was in Juarez, because they used to live in Juarez. And he went out one night and he remembers like well, she remember him saying it to her, the story. That he was going and there was like a really pretty girl like walking near, right? And you can see her from the back, like Dame Bonita, She was real pretty. And then they go into this bar, club, whatever, and she was there. And then they start dancing. They started dancing, whatever, right? She was real
Oh my
pretty.
god.
And he looks down, and it was like que tenía like the
Hooves.
like
Oh
yeah, like
oh
hooves or
my
whatever,
god.
right? So he got scared. I think I remember it that way. I don't know if I don't want I don't know if I'm remembering it correctly. I think pretty sure she can say it better, but it's something like that. And I mean, she remembers him running, like getting to the house and drinking milk and being all like scared, like pale. And she was
Oh,
like, "Well, what the fuck
shit.
happened?" And he told my aunt, and I said, "But ándale, güey, but that's what happens when
Fuck that.
No, there's something like that happened, and then I mean, like when my grandpa and my grandma used to fight a lot. My grandpa used to like fight with her and stuff. And one time she said my aunt was telling me that they they had like this room where it was only a table there. There was only a pretty high table there. And they were
Yeah.
fighting. They were fighting and this and that, right? And out of nowhere, there's like a panther or a black cat, like a black large cat appears from the bottom of the fucking table, dude, and attacks my grandpa.
Oh fuck.
And it goes back after attacking my grandpa. It goes back to the table and it disappears under the table. And
What?
yeah, like things like weird little things like that happen. And then um that my aunt tells me that that happened. And then when back in the day, she tells me that like they were fucking poor, like
Yeah.
we're humble, poor people. And they used to have a shitload of kids around, like the nieces, nephews, and all that, cousins and shit. And they used to sleep like they used to not have any light. They didn't have electricity, so
Yeah.
they would eat outside. Eat, let's say during that time you had like outside, you would go and eat outside, like everybody's sitting like Indian style, and you can barely see like light, it was like very minimal. And you could hear like you could feel, she says, that you would be sitting there and eating, and you could just hear like you can feel like someone throwing pebbles at you behind.
What?
Yeah, she
That's
says
creepy.
that. And then she says that there was like I guess where they used to live, había como there was like a fucking hill, and then there was I don't know if it was cemetery or it was something like that, like a empty fucking place. And they used to always see this lady walking in white, and then she would disappear.
Oh.
She would disappear, but she would always go, like she would always pass like a certain at a certain time, and she would disappear, like going over the little hill.
That's weird.
But like back in the days, you know how like they always have like these
They
really
always have stories back in the day, dude. Like creepy fucking stories, dude. Like
really ghost stories. You're like, ooh,
I don't
they're
know. And like
interesting.
they have more stories back then. Like I know my my aunt, one of my aunts, she says she lives somewhere in Mexico, or I don't know if it's called or Torreon, or I don't know where.
Mm-hmm.
But she would also like talk about stories that there was ladies that there were witches or whatever, and there were big birds, and
Oh
every time they would
yeah,
see
I've seen.
those big birds, that they would be laughing or whatever, and like they would turn into witches. It was creepy shit. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know, it's creepy.
it is creepy, and I'm pretty sure like I didn't do any justice for my stories because I don't remember them that well. And I was like, I'm gonna ask him, blah blah blah, you know. But then you forget, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
I think I remember it this way, but they're so much better at telling a story, you know.
because they were
Because
actually,
they're
yeah.
there or they know of it or they were, you know. But yeah, it's pretty
Fuck that.
insane.
It is crazy, dude.
It's
I don't know.
insane too.
I guess I'm just kind of glad that I haven't actually, like, little shit like that has happened to me where, like, when we were little, we lived in the Columbia apartments.
Mm-hmm.
And, people there, like, I don't know, like, people have passed away and they're old apartments.
Yeah.
The only thing that I ever happened one time, we had bunk beds. It was me and my sister. And, the Dasani bottles, there's like a plastic bottle, like the cap,
Mm-hmm.
little top of it. And I remember we were about to go to bed, the lights were off, and like I was already falling into a deep sleep, and I could hear like when you pick up the plastic thing and you drop it on the floor, and it sounds
Mm-hmm.
like krr,
Yeah.
krr, plastic.
No.
And then I remember I had whispered to my sister, hey, can you hear that? And she's all like, yeah. She's like, what is it? And I'm like, I don't know. I hear a little plastic top hitting the floor. Like
Mm-hmm.
somebody was picking it up and dropping it
Oh hell no.
back and forth. And we didn't think anything of it. It eventually stopped, and we went to sleep. And the next day in the morning, I remember that I heard that. And I was like, oh shit, let me look under our bed. And guess what I found under my bed?
The sunny top thingy.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned Dasani, because it was a Dasani one. Like it sounded like a plastic thing, but when I looked down there, dude, like it was a Dasani like cap. And I was like, why? Who the fuck was picking that shit up?
Oh my god, dude, under your
It's
bed.
creepy, dude. Like, I don't know. It was weird. But
Oh my
other little
god.
happen like that. Like, other little shit like that would happen. I don't know. Like, one time we were putting our makeup on. We were going to Riverside,
Uh-huh.
like, we are getting ready to go to school. And for like 4 days straight or 3 days straight, we would be getting ready, putting our makeup on and everything. And we always
Mm-hmm.
got ready with the door closed. And one time somebody hit the door, boom, hard, and it opened. And then me and my sister stayed looking at each other, and it's like, oh, I bet you it was Junior. Like we thought it was my brother. My brother's, as soon as you get out of the door, my brother's room was to the left.
Mm-hmm.
So we went, and he was sound asleep, and we're like, fucking little shit. He's probably just fucking trying to scare us, or whatever. So yeah, whatever, that happened. And then the next day, we were doing the same routine, getting ready to go to school, putting makeup on. Again, dude, boom, somebody hits the door, and it opened, like it opens because it was a chingazo.
Yeah.
And boom, my sister runs, and then we go and look, and my brother's fucking asleep again. So my sister's like, fuck this shit. The next day, dude, she fucking gets a mirror, puts it on the side of the door. She's like, this time I'm gonna get that little fucker, you know what I mean? Like, so the door's over here on this side, and the mirror's right here on the wall, and the door's over here. So she's putting her makeup on there next to the fucking door, dude, like to see if it was gonna happen again. And this time it happens, dude, but the door didn't open all the way like it was doing. Like
Mm-hmm.
somebody hit it and it went like boom, like little bit. And my sister opened the door fast and she looked into the fucking hallway and it was nobody.
Oh my
And my
god.
brother again was asleep, you know what I mean? And we're like, how the fuck? There's no way that he could have run like that fast, getting into bed without us catching him, you know what I mean? But ever since then, like it stopped. Like, you know what I mean? But it was crazy, like, fuck that. I don't know what it was, but
Oh my god.
it happened.
That
Yeah,
freaking thing was smart.
it was, dude. I don't know
It's
what
like,
it
oh,
was.
okay, you're gonna put a mirror there. I'm gonna go a little bit. Here's a
Let
little
me go ahead
taste.
and let it open just a tiny bit.
Just a
Ay,
tiny
ay.
bit to let me get
Little
away.
bitch ain't gonna catch me. Ay, ay.
Right? Fuck.
No,
Oh my
but
god, dude. That's insane.
other than that, nothing like that I've seen.
Other than that, other than possession,
Yeah.
other than,
Other
ghosts
than possession
and
and
like
fuck,
beheaded women, nothing else has happened.
I don't know. It's
Nothing.
crazy. But I've been fine. Other than
But you
that,
know what? I'm so happy that nothing happens to me ever.
I know, dude. Like I've never. Well,
I'm
it's
like, what the fuck, dude?
not. It's just crazy, dude. But I don't know.
Other than any of that, life's good.
Life is great, nothing to
Life
see
is
here.
great, everything's awesome.
Awesome possum.
Awesome
Yeah.
possum.
Yeah, that's crazy how though like all those little stories that come from like the families and then you pass them on to
Fuck no, I'm not gonna pass them on.
me either.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
we're
You
passing them
guys
on right
know
now.
about it. If my kids ever watch this, then that's how they'll know about it. But I don't think I want to tell them.
I will, but I'm not gonna have
That's
any
why.
kids.
That's why they have grandparents for that.
But
I'm sure, like Mijo, pues remember. Let me tell you when I saw the beheaded woman.
I imagine, fuck
Let me
no.
tell you when your aunt was possessed.
Oh my god.
Let me tell you the story. Let's go ahead and put you to bed, please.
Let's go ahead and go all the way back then and
Let's put you to bed. So let me tell you the story about the time that we saw that lady without a head. It's so fun. So fun.
or
You'll
the day
see.
that an old lady was talking to our baby to you were a
Yeah.
baby.
It
Yeah, I
was talking
imagine
to
to
you. Do you
you.
remember her?
You were the
No?
baby. What was she telling you?
We're all curious to know.
Come on, scoop it up.
Come on. What was she telling you? I bet you it was something really good.
Crazy. Fuck that, dude. I would have fucking wanted to fucking sock that bitch if I don't know. I'd be like,
Fuck
what?
that.
Nah, I'm playing. I would have left the baby there and run the fuck out of the fucking
Ay,
apartment.
pobre niño.
A la verga.
Fuck this. You're on your own,
I'd
bitch.
be like, you brought that shit. It's talking to you. I'm out. You're staying here. I don't
You're like,
know.
"Hey, you're on your own."
Dude, I think I honestly would do some shit like that, which is probably why I don't have kids either.
I'm actually kind of glad you don't. If
Well,
you
I
would do
mean,
that,
well, what do you mean? Who would do that? Everyone would do
I'm
that. No, I'm
saying
just
if
saying.
you would do that, I'm glad you don't have kids.
I know. Well, I don't know how I would react, but honestly, like, I think I would honestly leave it there. Like,
You
dude,
wouldn't.
who the fuck wants to see an old lady and like you already saw it and it's talking shit to your baby? Like,
But why would you leave your baby with that old lady?
why would you get close to the old lady and get your baby? Like,
Well,
it's not
why
gonna
would you
kill
want
it.
to leave? Well, you don't know. You don't know if it takes it.
Boy, shut
What
the
if it
fuck.
takes it?
That's true though. Like,
Well, like,
I don't know.
fuck that. You go back and there's no fucking baby.
I'd be like, oh, I'm safe.
Ah, yeah. I know she's not coming back for me. She took the
Well,
baby.
fuck that. She took something.
Uh, you're like,
No,
there's a baby. You can take the baby.
okay.
You don't want me. I'm already damaged goods.
It won't fight your back. It won't fight back with you. Just take it. Talk into it. Okay.
Come
Fuck
on.
that.
Oh, God,
Mm,
no.
That's crazy. What would you do? Would you literally get close to the old lady to grab your baby?
I wouldn't be thinking of the old, like, yeah, you would be scared, but I think you would be, it's the weird thing, like how I was telling you the other time, that you're scared, but you're more curious. So,
That's
like,
true.
so it kind of
Well,
overpowers the scare, because you're like your baby's there, so you care about your baby, you love your baby, you don't want anything to happen to the baby, so you're like, fuck this, you go and grab the baby and fucking leave.
but it's just talking to it. It's not hurting it.
I don't give a fuck, dude.
You said right now it's probably singing a lullaby to it.
It probably is, but I'd rather like think about that
Oh.
after I grab my baby and leave and be like, oh, maybe we should go back. She wasn't done with her singing.
Maybe we should go to sleep with the singing.
Yeah.
Fuck no, dude. Imagine. Hell no. How the fuck?
Oh fuck, Crystal.
I wouldn't even
No.
want to go back to that apartment or house, whatever I think it was an apartment. Like, no, dude.
Like I've always wondered that. Have you ever seen like you see movies, right? And I mean I get it. Not everybody has money to leave. So you have to go back, you know? But then at the same time,
yeah,
I'm
live in
like,
the street.
they always go back. And I'm like, fuck that. Don't they have like family members to stay with?
Where they could stay, yeah,
But then
or
again, like I guess you feel embarrassed 'cause you're like, hey, can I stay here? Because there's a ghost in my house.
well, yeah.
And then
Also,
they'll be
dude,
like, yeah, okay, you stay one night or two, but you can't stay there forever. So you have to go back. And then if you don't have money, you're
how
like,
can you
fuck.
sleep though, knowing that there's something in your house?
Well, this lady that was getting raped, she was sleeping because she had to sleep. And it was
Yeah,
happening to
well,
her.
okay, but like for instance, if something like that were happening to me, I would probably just rather stay in my car and be safe,
Well, it
and
can
then
happen to
look
you
for another
anywhere.
place.
The thing is that ghosts get attached to people, so you
I
can go wherever
know.
the fuck and it'll be there, you know?
That's true.
So
Sorry, I keep looking at my curtain.
why it's moving?
Yeah, but I don't know. Whatever.
Oh my god, Crystal, stop.
It's whatever. I'm
It's
not
whatever.
gonna get scared. Mom. Okay.
Can I sleep with you?
Mama. No, but
Can I sleep with you, Mom? I'm scared.
Lorena me estaba contando historias.
Y no me gustaron.
Me estaba asustando.
Oh, yes, dude. I
Fuck
can't think of
that, man.
anything else. I can't think of any more. I'm pretty sure after we're done, I'm gonna be like, fuck, I should have said this one. I
We
should have
should have
said
come back.
that.
Call me
Like,
like at
let's
3 in the morning and shit to fucking, oh, let's add more shit to it.
okay, Crystal. I just remembered we need to add this story for sure.
You could hear me breathing in the middle of the night.
I know.
The phone and
And I'm
shit.
like, disregard Crystal, she fell asleep. But let me tell you a really, really creepy story.
I know.
Había una vez.
Una vez, ahí
Había
en el...
una vez, oiga. Está bien scary. Oh, no, but yeah.
No. No, but
It's
I'm glad we
crazy.
did this. We should have done this earlier. Because
We
now,
should have because it's already over here. It's already 10:34. I still have like a whole hour before my man gets home, so I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna go wash
alone.
dishes.
Alone.
I'm gonna go. The good thing about my apartments is that it's really like there's so many light everywhere. Like there's So you go out. I'll be like going out like at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I'm
And
like
there's light.
smoking, and there's light. It's all like lit up. So I'm like, I'll be there, and then usually like I'll go, and then Oliver or Matilda will follow me, and they'll just stay there until I'm done, and then once I open the door, and then I'm ready to go in, they'll like go back to bed. So they just
Awesome.
stay there, dude. They stay there like looking out for me there, like.
Well, that's pretty cool, though. At least you have them looking out for you. And then you know how they say dogs can sense shit.
Ay, cállese, güey. You're a bitch, man. Fucking hate you sometimes.
Turn off the
So
light.
I just wanted to mention though, like we created a Instagram page. Well, I created it. I made an Instagram page for both.
I'm like, yeah, we did.
We sure did.
I helped with most of it. What do you mean?
Of course you did. So I created an Instagram page, F and Adulting, so people can go and follow us there. I'll leave the link down below. And it'll just basically be for people who listen to us. So that way, because I kept posting it on my page. And it's just I already have so much going on, like my fucking other YouTube channel and then my blog and all that crap. And it's like I just keep posting shit, over and over.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I need to dedicate an actual page for both of us, like for F and Adulting, for people who actually want to go and comment or follow us and like message or like leave any suggestions or anything like that for any upcoming
Any creepy
episodes.
stories? Too.
Any creepy stories? Oh my god, you guys! If you
I
guys
definitely want to
have,
hear those.
dude, yes. If you guys have any creepy stories, anything that's happened, or if you experience sleep paralysis, how's it? Like, how does it? How has it gone for you guys? Like how,
Yeah.
like, or if you guys have any family creepy stories. Everybody has them, I think.
I'm sure everybody has at least one or two that they have to like that they could actually like tell
I don't
us,
know if they're gonna top the ones that you just said, dude. They're fucking
I don't
creepy.
know.
How the
It's a
fuck?
challenge.
No.
I want to
Just
challenge everyone and see
I
who has
I
the
challenge
creepiest.
you to top my. The second one was actually more creepier. Cause
Which
the
one, the
first
girl?
one, the first one is more like, okay, maybe it could be like psychological, like maybe. But the
No.
second one, there is no fucking way you can fake a person without a head. And like,
I know.
and like someone talking to your baby like that. No.
I'm running away without it. Fuck that.
Yeah. So if you guys have experienced any paranormal activity, any ghost stories you guys may have, go ahead and leave a comment down below. We would love to hear all your stories and post them on our Instagram page. It'd be awesome to hear all
I would
that.
love to hear them.
It'd be fine. So next episode we are going to be doing, did I say 30 questions or 50 questions?
It
We're
was
going to be
30.
answering questions. So we're going to be like a get to know us kind of episode. So we're going to be asking each other questions, and
Ooh.
it'll be fun because it'll like give you a little taste of how we are. I'm pretty sure by listening to us and watching our crazy, personalities, you kind of already expect.
We're crazier.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so I mean, you kind of can already tell how we are, but it'd be fun
Get to know us.
to see what we answer, because some of these questions, they're not like what's your favorite food kind of thing, or your favorite color, which there's nothing wrong with those questions, but they're a little bit more like, what would you do? Would you adopt? What would you do with this and that? Like more insightful, more, like to
Yeah, like more
know.
into depth. Yeah.
Yeah, like to get to know us a little bit more. Like what was one of the questions? Do you remember?
I think it was what is it? Because I know we're talking about what kind of the habits that we have.
Oh,
Like,
the bad habits. Like what is your, or not bad habit, but what is one of your habits that you have, or quirk?
yeah, that was one
Yeah.
of the questions. And then There was also some other ones that I was actually trying to answer, but I mean, I don't want to say it now, but
Like, okay, let's answer this question and then we'll just think of another one. What would be your last meal? Like, what would you want to eat for your last meal?
that's a tough one. It would probably be shrimp.
Shrimp.
Al mojo de ajo.
You know what I heard about shrimp? They're the cockroaches of the sea.
Oh, I heard that too. But they don't look that gross.
But
And
they
they don't fly. And they don't land on you.
But what if cockroaches taste like that?
Hmm.
I doubt it though, because I think they're all gooey from the inside.
Disgusting. They're disgusting. I don't know, but
They are. They're fucking gross.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're like looking at you like, bitch, you're gross.
You know what? I saw this meme. Dude. I saw this one meme where there's this little monito and there's a cockroach in the corner. And it's like, una cucaracha, que asco. And then the little roach has a little thing and it says, tú das asco, bitch. Si tuvieras tu casa limpia, no estuviera aquí.
Ay, güey. Damn. Those are some truth.
It's cute though. It's
Crazy.
funny.
It's like, bitch, you.
Like, tú das asco, bitch.
Like me, okay. I hate fucking cockroaches. Yeah, I do hate them. But I also hate flies. They disgust me. Like, and I'm really good at killing them too. That's the thing though.
Really?
I'm like, fuck yeah. And I won't stop until I kill them and they're like flying and I'm just like, I'll hit them, you know? And they just, I catch them midair and shit and then they fall.
Yeah.
And then I'm like stepping on them like, or like, I'll be like, I'm gonna chop off your head and put it outside so the rest of you can know.
Dude, do you know that if you drown a fly, and you kill it right by just drowning, and you pour salt in it and it lives?
It's a zombie fly or what?
No, I've tried it honestly, like because somebody told me that you drown a fly, and you just
how do you drown it? You just like, you better.
Well, you catch it.
You put a little
you
towel.
Just put it in water.
Dude,
you drown it. You put the head in, dude, and then you're all like, ah, and then you pull it out and just tease it. Not just me.
You do what they used to do back to the prisoners or like the fucking people that they would capture. They would put. It's so sad, I know, but they would put like a towel over and then they would fucking put water on it and then they would drown them like that.
Yeah,
that's how you do your fly.
You put a little piece of towel over them. And then with a little.
Where are the rest of them? Tell me the truth.
You call them over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go so you can warn everyone.
Right. So then. Okay, so what? You drown them and then you put salt.
You drown them completely until like it's like not moving. It's dead, obviously, and then you put it like I don't know, like in a toilet paper or something, or in a surface, and then you put salt. You just put a little lomita, cover the whole fly, and leave it there for a while. And you start noticing little by little, it starts like twitching, and like it'll fucking eventually fly. Dude, like,
my mom told me something about that where she's like, if you don't kill a fly, like if you like hit it or whatever and it's knocked unconscious, or like you don't like step on it or you don't fucking like kill it, fucker. It's like probably like unconscious, and you put it in the trash or whatever, it'll come to life. So I'm like, so it's like a zombie fly or what? Like,
probably, dude. Like,
she's like, you have to kill them. Like, you actually have to kill them because if you just
don't they only live for like one day or a couple of days and then they die? That's what I heard. That flies die quick.
I thought it was like the fruit flies.
Have a short life.
I thought they were fruit flies. I don't know. I'll ask him.
I don't know, but
I'll ask a fly when I see one.
Let me go ahead and go outside right now.
Hey, so I heard.
Y'all, I need your attention. You can meet me here in a little circle. Everybody gather around. Gather around. No, blame.
So you guys only live a day, huh? That must be cool. You guys like, what do you guys do for that day or what?
I know, puke on people's foods and then suck it back up.
We go like fucking go on. We go and eat some fucking shit, and then go and fucking land on your food, and then puke on
Puke
it
that shit
and leave
on
that
your food.
shit on your
And
food.
ugh.
Oh, that's why I fucking hate them. And oh my god,
That's
no.
disgusting. Have you seen that movie, The Fly?
Yeah, I hate it too. It's even though I love the actor, I don't know. What's his
He's
name?
cool. I don't know.
¿Cómo se llama el güey? I always
Okay.
forget people's names.
Hmm.
I'm in love with him.
Really?
Yes.
Because I'm asking AB about the guy.
His
What's his
name
name?
is Jeff Goldblum.
He's
Jeff
came out in
Goldblum.
Jurassic Park, no?
Goldblum in Jurassic Park.
He's not good looking. I don't
I
think.
love him. I think
Mhm.
there's something about him. He's not like your obvious fucking good looking guy, but he's tall, he's slim, and he's fucking like there's something about him. Like I think he's handsome. And then the way he talks, his personality, and then he dresses fucking crazy. Like he's like a fucking metrosexual shit, you know. He loves to like dress really nice, and he dresses in like different, like very eclectic, very like colorful, but a very nice, you know, like in his suit
Yeah.
and shit, or like he'll be wearing shorts, like really short shorts, but like they look
What?
cute on him. They look like really in style, you know, like he can pull it off.
That's
So
crazy. I've
that
never
I
really.
love him. Him and ¿cómo se llama? Anthony Bourdain. He's a chef that committed suicide.
Which one? I don't
But
know.
I'll put a picture of him.
Okay, cool.
Well, I'll send you a picture of him. But I used to love him too. I don't know. There's something about these. They're like older men, and there's a sophistication about them, the way they speak, and then they know all this. Like they're very cultural, you know. Like they know. Like Anthony was like a chef, and he would travel the world and like eat, and he looked like such a humble guy, you know, like a
Yeah.
very humble dude. He would just go and eat and like talk to people, and it was like the perfect job, you know. But then
Who
like
is he?
but
Now
he
I
was
want
like
to see
super, I guess he was super depressed or whatever, but he ended up committing suicide and shit. And it
him.
just sucks because like it just sucks because you never expected a person, like you think a person has like a wonderful life and shit, but you don't know, you know, you
But you
don't
don't know what's
know,
going on
you
inside.
don't
Yeah.
know, like. And sometimes I wonder, I'm like, man, you can have everything. You can have a lot of money and shit, you know, you can have anything and
And
still
still be depressed.
still like suffer from depression and want to kill yourself and shit like that. Um,
That's true.
yeah, so that's what happened to him and it sucks. But yeah,
I
I don't know, there's somebody who I thought was fucking hot.
I don't know. I guess for me, if I had to like choose a boy to go out with, you're gonna think I'm weird. I don't care, whatever. I will go out with that guy from The Hangover. The
Who? Seth
chunky
Rogen?
guy.
Seth
No, the
Rogen?
chunky guy. No,
Seth
he
Rogen
doesn't
is
come out.
tricky.
He doesn't come out in The Hangover.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking
Yeah,
of
it's
Seth
like
Rogen.
the
Oh my
gordito with the beard.
god, I love him.
Isn't he
What's his
like? I would love to
name?
grab him.
He has like a weird last name, like it's super like hard, so I'm gonna butcher it, I know. But let me The
I
Hangover.
think he's like. I think it would be like fun to be around, and
His
you know what I
name
mean.
is
Like I think it would
Zach
have.
Galifianakis. Galifianakis? Zach.
That's crazy.
He is so funny. Hey,
He is.
did you ever see his I don't know if it was Comedy Central or it was a YouTube channel he had, but it was like a little talk show, and it was like in between two ferns, and it's like two ferns, like two plants, they're called
Oh my
ferns.
God,
And
no.
then it was him, and then he had, I think, Barack Obama. He had like Hillary Clinton. He had like all these celebrities, and he would like insult them and shit, like talk shit to
What?
them. And like
Are you serious?
it was like all 70s or 80s style. because it looked like old TV, vintage
Yeah.
and shit. And then he would like sit there like next to them and then interview them, but like talk shit to them, like all this. It was like back and forth, and then the celebrities would be like talking shit to him too, and it was just funny. You should watch it.
I want to see
It's
it.
called In Between Two Ferns, I think. I think that's what
Oh
it's called.
wow. I'm gonna watch.
Let me see if I can. Where is it? Yeah, Between Two Ferns.
I want to watch it.
Wait, Zach Galifianakis.
Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis. Galifianakis? I don't know. Anyways, I told you I was gonna butcher his last name, but it's super funny. You should watch it if you love him. I would recommend you watching that. It's funny.
I'm gonna watch it for sure.
But
I have a lot of things to watch.
You do.
I'm gonna start.
What have I been watching? I don't even know what I've been watching lately. Actually, yeah, me and
Mama one.
Oh well, yeah, I saw that one because I saw a story on it. Like I saw a friend posted a story on what she was watching the Lodge, and she said it was really good. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll check it out. But we've been watching the Big Bang Theory, like from the beginning. We started seeing it from the beginning, and that's what we've been watching. That's pretty much what we've been watching. It's so funny. I love it. I'm like, we're in love with Sheldon, and
I don't like it.
Why not? It's hilarious.
It's not. I don't like it.
I would think you would watch it because of Penny.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched a couple of episodes because of Penny.
No, well, you should watch the season that I'm on right now. I think it's like the 5th season, I think, where she has really short hair, dude. She looks fucking cuter, like way cuter than when she had her long hair.
I used to have a huge crush on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That chick.
The girl?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Funny too.
No, she's
so
fucking
funny.
Hilarious, dude.
I love her. And
I used to love Mac. Mac, is that his name?
Ew.
The tough one, the funny one. And then actually all of them, Charlie, Mac, and then the other one is what's his name? The girl's brother. I used to think all of them were cute.
Really?
Except for Danny DeVito.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, all of them were hilarious. But yeah, I thought all of them were pretty cute in their own little way,
Yeah. No, I used to watch that show a lot, and like I had a crush on her too, and
she's funny.
I had a weird crush on the girl from Reno 911.
Which one? The blonde one?
No, with the short hair.
Oh no!
Dude, I think like funny people they're so attracted to me. Like,
have you seen the episode where she comes out in her big granny panties?
Yeah. I have seen that episode.
Oh my god, what is her name?
She's so cute. I don't know why.
Deputy Trudy.
Crystal and Trudy.
She's funny, dude.
I like it.
That's
you think we'll make a cute couple?
I think so. I think I would want someone like that for you, for sure.
Like, hey, babe.
I would definitely want to hang out with you guys.
Yeah?
Fuck yeah. No, it'd be fucking hilarious.
I bet you gotta wear those fucking panties though if you wanna go out with me.
I got some panties like those.
Let me see them.
Not on right now, but I have them. They're like the most comfortable shits you can wear.
Send me a video later in the download. Nobody has to know.
No. No.
No, and then you send it. Aye.
Like, what do you think, huh? Aye. Can I pull these off or what?
You're crazy.
That's funny.
It is funny.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking about next episode. It's gonna be awesome because you guys will get to know us a little bit more. If you guys have any questions you'd like to ask us as well, it'd be awesome to get some questions from you guys. I randomly just got questions from Google. What do you ask your best friend? If you want to get to know your best friend a little bit more, what would you ask?
I don't know.
That's how I.
I'm gonna Google
That's what
some
I
too.
search for. Huh?
I said I'm gonna Google some too.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we're gonna close out this episode because I don't think we have any more stories, and we're just blabbering now.
Okay. I like to
That's what we
blabber.
do. Oh my god, Crystal. So did
What?
you? I just remembered. So did you go to court?
Oh yeah, I went to court.
Did you end up reading it or no?
No, they didn't remember that I had to read it because they didn't mention it. So I was like, yes, of course. But
Oh, but it was so good.
I mean, I'm gonna eventually have to do it, so I
Oh,
have
okay.
it there. You
But
know what I
not.
mean?
Is it gonna be like still in court or?
Yeah, I have to do it in front of everyone. Everybody has to do it in front of everyone. So it's kind of embarrassing because I know I when I was reading it to you, I was getting emotional. I don't know if you heard it in my voice, like at the end. But so I don't know. I don't like to cry in front of people.
Yeah, I hate
It
doing
shows
the
weak.
ugly cry.
What do you mean?
Like you're crying and you can't talk,
Like that?
and you're just
Yeah.
like, yeah, like you look ugly, like horrible.
Yeah. So
Like Kim
and then
Kardashian ugly when she's crying.
no, not that bad, dude. But and then like it's more embarrassing because I have like a crush on my counselor,
Yeah.
and like I don't want her to see me like fucking tripping
Dude,
out.
that's the best because now she's like gonna feel like an attachment to you.
She needs to hold me.
Okay, so do you mind if I put this on the thing?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, so basically what we're talking about is Crystal. This is what your final like saying goodbye to alcohol
Oh
step, or
yeah.
what is it?
Well, the program like in the program like there's 5 phases, and during the second phase you have to write a goodbye letter to alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
and um, we have to like read it in front of everyone at court.
Yeah, so basically that's what she has to do, and that's what we're talking about. So she asked me like, "Hey, dude, help me, cause I like how you write or whatever the fuck." And I was like,
Right.
"All right." And then I'm like, "Well, tell me, like, read whatever you have." And she read it to my man and I were listening to her, and we just stayed like, "Okay, why do you need help? That shit fucking sounds good, you know?" And it sounds so like personalized. It sounds like it's coming out of you, and this is your
My
experience,
thoughts. My
so your
feelings.
thoughts. There's no way of me to like, if I
Yeah.
would have written it up and like fucking so impersonal, so like, because I haven't gone
Yeah, I
through it.
get it.
So like when you read it, I was like, there's nothing I would change. It sounds freaking good. It sounds like
I'm glad it
you're
does.
no, it's like short and sweet, and it was really good. And I was
Oh,
like,
thank you, buddy. You made me feel special.
well, it sounds good. I don't know why you wouldn't think
I don't
it
know.
was
I guess
good.
I don't know. I guess I just thought it wasn't good.
Yeah.
But
So I mean, it's actually really good. You should read
thank
it.
you. I will definitely read it. I not in this episode, but
Just
maybe in another one.
kidding. We will.
Well,
But
because I have to read it in front of people anyways, and I feel like it's probably something like they tell us they're like we have to admit like we had a problem. You know what I mean? We have a problem, and
yeah.
it's like the first step. So why not? Let's do it.
So yeah, I mean, and then
We can
after
do it
that
while
you
we're
still have,
drinking.
huh?
Honestly, I said we can
Remember?
do it
Oh,
while we're
that's why I was
drinking.
gonna bring it up because we're like laughing because we're like, imagine you're like, okay, well, where's my
Let me
fucking
read it. Get ready.
okay, well, let me read it, and then you start with your cigarette, and then a fucking glass of. I need to get in the mood, and then you're like, you
Imagine.
start with your little
Be like, what?
scotch and your fucking cigarette, and then like start getting all into your fucking.
I'll be like, wait, some shots before I read this.
Anybody shots? No,
Right?
no.
Are you okay, Judge? You want a shot? No? All right,
Are
cool.
we good? We need to loosen up a little bit, or no? No.
Fuck no, dude. Shit.
Oh my god, we're
For
laughing.
real.
It was so funny because we're like fucking talking on the phone because we talk a lot on the phone. So we're like, fuck, we should record all this.
I know.
Because
We
it's
fucking
so
should have been
fucking
recording it.
hilarious, huh?
We should have been.
I should start recording everything that we do because we're
next
like
time we call each
fucking
other,
laughing. We have to call each other through Zoom.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
just do it
sorry,
today.
but
But they full send me a fucking invitation because I need to talk to you.
yeah, and you guys are gonna have to see us if we're all a mess and shit.
I don't care.
Or we'll just do an audio on that shit because it's hilarious.
Yeah, we could do an audio.
Yeah, so if we
Good
do
idea.
audio, we'll just be like, oh, these are just our random, this is just a random conversation between Crystal and I, and then I'll just post it like that. And then we'll do our actual topic ones that we're like, oh, we're gonna be talking about this,
Yeah, we could do short ones like that and then the rest.
Yeah, and give more work for Lorena to edit. I'm
There
just
you
kidding.
There you go, guys. You heard that. She don't mind the work.
I don't. Oh, today it was horrible. I just
What? Oh, with your mic.
yeah,
It'll
but
get better.
it'll get better.
It
All
will.
right. Well, Crystal, thank you for scaring me.
Okay.
Those are
know.
fucking scary, first of all.
Yeah, I know. You too. Thanks for that. Now let's see if I sleep.
Mine weren't even like half as scary as yours, dude.
Dude, I got chills when you were telling me that your aunt's.
Oh, well, that one, yeah, I do believe it.
After that. Like when
believe
you
that
started
one.
telling me the story, and it gives me the chills. Like,
Yeah, that one's
That's-
creepy.
that is creepy, dude. Imagine like just fucking seeing some. I don't know. But
Fuck no.
I got over all that scared stuff.
Yes,
so
I know. Let's not talk about it anymore. But
let's go back. Nah,
it's
let's
not. Yeah, but the thing is that I have to edit this, so I have to hear it and hear it and hear it and hear it because I'm like,
I'm gonna be hearing that old lady.
Cállese! Oh my god,
I'm
I cannot.
Just
I'm gonna
kidding.
skip
All right,
over
yeah.
that.
sorry.
I'm gonna skip over it and be like, I'm not editing that shit. I don't
We're
care
gonna
how.
cut this off.
I know.
Fuck that.
So yeah, but yeah, we'll go ahead and let you guys go. Leave comments, like I said, suggestions, any questions. Yes, ghost stories for sure. Any stories that you guys have, we definitely want to read that.
I do. I know I do.
I do.
I know I do. I don't know, like it's kind of like a journal or some shit. Like,
Right. All right. Well, Crystal, I will see you next time.
I will.
And we are going to be talking about us.
I
All about
know.
us, okay?
Yay!
All about us. I love talking about me.
Yeah. You do?
I'm
Oh
like,
my yeah.
you're like, yes, I know.
Oh my yeah. Well, you're my best friend. I know you.
You do.
Just playing. Now you're cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Dork. All right, I'm gonna go smoke a
Right.
cigarette.
All right.
So
Thank
stay
you.
safe, guys. We'll see you guys on the next
All right,
episode.
bye, guys.
Bye.
What a time to be alive. Start a podcast, become a DJ. Try and fill the void inside. I'd be lying if I didn't say that sounds nice. Wake up, check your phone, but the battery's died. Wake up, check your phone. Brush your teeth.